Hey friends, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Elizabeth and I love to share deck flip throughs, spreads, VRs, and so much more. Today I have something really exciting to share. Let's get into it. I have an unboxing today. And this is the second deck that I picked up for myself to celebrate my birthday. And this is an art deck that I ordered from Make Playing Cards. And it took its sweet little time to get here, but it's finally here. And I wanted to kind of jump in and take a look. All right, so it's in a tuck box and see if I can get the plastic without, oh, I can already feel like I maybe touched the box. This is a deck that I ordered from Make Playing Cards. And gosh, did it take its sweet time to get here. But now that it's here, I'm feeling very, very excited. Okay, this is a linen cardstock. And let me show you here. It is called the Distant Path Tarot. Okay, this is an art deck. It's linen. I think I mentioned that. These are the beautiful card backs. It's slippery, and I'm okay with that. I like this kind of linen, and I like Make Playing Cards linen. And I believe they have two different options for linen, but I really like it, and I feel like it's so much better than the Superior Smooth. So this here is a title card. I think what drew me to this deck, and I don't even remember how I even found this deck. I was looking for an art deck, and most art decks are very earth toned, right? And that's great. A lot of people love earth tones, but for me, my favorites are I love bold colors, deep colors, and I love blues and greens and purples. So when I saw this, I knew that, that I had to get it. So here, let me read a little bit about uh, the deck. I'll leave this here. So we can see this deck was inspired by artists from many different time periods. The deck has been created by combining imagery and landscapes from hundreds of paintings, adding many layers and hand painting to create a colorful and uplifting deck. Yes, and thank you. I love that. Now, because the images are created from many different time periods, this deck is not intended to be a traditional historical deck. I'm okay with that. Okay, so then it goes on to share that it is using symbolism from the Rider-Waite Smith. And actually, this is really beautiful. She says, I created this deck for my daughter, and some of the images have been softened to make it a perfect deck for all ages to read with. So there are 3 card titles that have been changed in the deck, and we'll get to look at those. And then keyword cards are included for quick reference. I did not see those, so let me see if they're in the back. Okay, so another title card there. Here we have tarot numerology, and then this is pretty cool here. So then they share all the keywords. So we have for the majors, for coins, swords, wands, and cups. So I like that we have that and that we also have one for numerology. That's pretty neat. That's helpful. All right. So let me set these aside. Okay. So let me set the deck down. I know it's linen and slippery, so hopefully it stays put. Gosh, these colors are so good. All right, so we're starting here with the Fool. I mean, very traditional Rider-Waite Smith. You know, here we have the Fool. They're on the cliff. She has her rose, her knapsack, the feather, and then the dog that is trying to get her to pay attention, but she can't be bothered. And the beautiful sun in the background. I love the colors. Love the colors. Here we have the magician. So, so beautiful. I love that it's a woman. And look at all those gorgeous lilies. Lilies and roses. You can see all the different elements here. It's just gorgeous. And then all the different butterflies. The lemniscate is there. All the symbols that you need, right? Everything is right there. Then we have the high priestess. This is a little different than what we're used to, but you know, we see the pomegranates, the scroll of knowledge. Then we have the two pillars, the B and the J. And everything behind is kind of murky and hidden, you know, and that's what you would expect to see. You can see the water down here. I really like that. And I like how they've done the banners here with the titles and that there's numbers instead of Roman numerals. Because Roman numerals, my God, they're a struggle for me. I love this Empress. This is so great. You can see abundance and flow and opulence and beauty and just all the things that we associate with that Empress energy. Then we have the Emperor now. Okay. I like to I like it, you know, some people don't like this, but I like it when I put them together and I could kind of see, you know, their connection, or I could imagine them together as a couple. And I can. So here, you know, we have the emperor with that red robe, his staff. He's all power. He has his orb, everything. All those mountains in the background. It's really beautiful. Ooh, and then we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant, the teacher. I mean, this looks, I'm not gonna lie, I mean, this looks just like Jesus. Love it. The Lovers. You know, the nice thing is about this deck is that because she created this for her daughter and she has softened some of the images, that I don't think we're going to have to deal with a lot of like nudity situations as we do with some of our decks, right? Because sometimes our decks are very revealing and then it poses problems. But this looks like it's going to be great. So I love to see the Lovers with clothes on and the angel. We have our chariot, the two horses, one dark, one light. You see power in this card, but also like on the flip side, you could see how maybe like arrogance could get in the way of moving ahead. and the strength card. I really love this strength. You know why? Because she's not trying to like jam his mouth open like what you would normally see. You just see her, and then the lion is almost even looking up to her. Oh, I just love it. Beautiful hermit. Anytime I see a female hermit card, I love it. Love the owl, the lantern, the darkness. She's prepared. She's prepared to go in and go deep. And then the wheel. And I don't know if you noticed, like that's an actual wheel. And I'm not sure who she is, but she's turning the wheel. And you have this figure here that is, next in line to get crushed underneath the wheel. I know this banner is here, but there's another figure down here whose head is covered, who's already under the wheel. And then this guy getting leverage off of this guy in order to avoid what is gonna come, because that's how life is. There's ups and downs. This is so cool. All right, justice. I have the scales and the sword. I love that she's in red. Very beautiful. Okay, so here we have one of the first cards that has been changed. So instead of the hanged man or the hanged one or the hanged woman, we have awakening. And I don't know if I like that keyword, because sometimes I feel like judgment can use the word awakening as a keyword. So what I'd like to do is show the alternate version of this card and kind of take a look and see, what should we do? What should we do, you guys? What should we do? So, same exact image, different keyword, the hangman, or different title, not keyword. And I actually like hangman. So I'm going to go with hangman, and then I'm going to remove awakening. All right. And from here, we move on to death, which has become transition. Now, not for nothing, I kind of like this, okay? Because you have this, you know, arched entry, the two pillars in the back, the light shining, the white horse kind of beckons you to follow him, the two angels. I mean, it's a beautiful card, and death is a card of transition. So let's take a look at the other card. Here we have the angel. Let me put it, well, no, because I want to be able to look at both. Okay, they'll put it here. We have the angel coming, and here you have the supplicant. Prayer position. Like, please, no, don't let it be over. I'm not ready. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I don't know. That card is so good. They're both good. I like them both. If you've made it to this point, which card should I keep? The angel or the horse? Leave me an emoji. The angel emoji if you think I should keep this death card, or horse if you think I should keep this death card. All right, moving on to temperance. Now, I love this temperance card. I love these jugs that she's pouring into. Water is just kind of flowing everywhere. Very traditional, right? So we have the yellow. Are those lilies? Are they supposed to be lilies or daffodils? I can't remember. But anyways, yellow flower is there. The only thing I don't see the ibis. I don't see the ibis. But she has one foot in the water, one foot on the ground, right? And this is that card of finding the middle road, the sweet spot, the middle ground, the perfect combination where you get a win-win situation. It's so pretty. Oh, okay. So instead of the devil, we have materialism. I mean, I get it and it makes sense, materialism, but I don't know. So here is the, other card for the devil. This is more traditional, and I feel like I like this better. I mean, I'm fine with the keyword materialism, but I feel like the deck needs this. So I'm going to keep this one and remove this one. That's what I'm going to do. What's going on here? What's going on here? I just started already making a mess. Okay. All right. Now, ooh, the tower. That one is so good. Look how that is falling apart. The burst, the lightning, the smoke, the fire, all the craziness in the background. You can't see what is happening. And look here, the moon. So good. This is a great card. I love it. Ooh, and the star. Fully clothed. I mean, she's beautiful. The star card. Bringing healing energy, renewal, restoration. It's gorgeous. And then the moon card. Okay, so all the regular symbolism, obviously the moon, the two pillars, these pillars show up in a lot of different cards. I'm going to stop and look at that in just a second. But we have the moon and, that light kind of beckoning us, come, we have things to show you. And then the two dogs and the crustacean coming out. There is a path back here, but it's very difficult to see, and that's the whole point, the mystery of the moon. It's so beautiful. I love that. And we have the sun card. All right, so we can't get away from the baby. We have the baby here. Interesting that there's just one pillar here. You still have the idea of the wall, right? The beautiful sunflowers, the red drapery, right? Because at the end of the day, the sun card is a card of action, right? It's associated with fire. So I like the red and then the horse in the background. It's really pretty. And judgment. I mean, that's what you would expect, right? The angel sounding the horn. Are you going to answer the call or aren't you? You know? And then the world. That's a gorgeous world card. I love the purple, that beautiful wreath. So instead of the four figures or creatures in the corners, we have the astrological signs. So here, all right, I'm not good at these. I think that's Aquarius and maybe like Scorpio and Taurus, and I forget what that is. But yeah, all the imagery, like everything that you expect is here. Okay, and that brings us to the end of the majors. Friends, now if you love stuff like this, if you love tarot and love looking at decks and finding more and more ways to work with your decks, please consider subscribing to my channel. Make sure that you tap the bell so that you're notified every time I drop new videos, usually on Monday and Thursday morning. I would Really appreciate that. And thank you so much. Let's get into the minors. So we're starting with the coins. We have the ace. Beautiful. And then the 2. So you have the idea of kind of balance. You know, usually we see in the RWS, the figure is on the beach and the water is behind with the boats kind of like all over the place. Here, you know, the figure is just right in there, right in the middle of everything. There's, you know, that playful essence in this card. The shell and that orb. That's really cute. Then the 3 of coins. Beautiful. Ooh, the 4 of coins, right? So this is that card of like clinging on to everything. This always reminds me you can't take it with you. I mean, that's a bold outfit. All her jewelry and all the things. And she's just clinging on to everything. You know, that's good to a certain extent. There's a time and a place for everything. Ooh, I love the 5 of coins. And this one is very cool. This one is very cool. I always love how they depict the stained glass. Ooh, the 6 of coins, the card of reciprocity. And you know, she looks like she's opening up her coin purse and giving from, like, look where her hand is, right by her heart space. It looks like she's giving from a good place. And I really like that because sometimes you see in this image the person is giving, but they're kind of like high and mighty, like, oh, bow to me. I'm taking care of you. If it wasn't for me, you know, you really be up the creek. But I really like this card. This is how it should be, you know. We should want to help others without expecting anything in return. Ooh, the 7 of coins. That's so good. You know, she's done all the work. Now it's just a matter of caring for her plants, watching, weeding, making sure she waters, protect from insects, critters, and wait for just the right time to harvest. You know, that's not just about plants or fruits or a garden. Like, you could apply that to almost anything in your life. Ooh, the 8. So here we have the 8, and I always love to see what they come up with for the 8. And so she is working on, I don't know, maybe a marble statue. I mean, when you look at these statues, they're so beautiful and amazing. It's hard to imagine that it was chiseled, right? Think about the time and the dedication that it had to take to practice and master that art form. Ooh, the 9 of coins. This is so good. It's so pretty. She has her birds. I mean, look at her attire. The garden is in full bloom. Look at the abundance of the grapes. I mean, it's beautiful. Oh, this 10. Another great card. The entire family. A legacy. All the generations. That lush garden. Look at the, you know, the grapes. Even the dogs, even the pets are present. It's so good. All right, so we have the page. She does look younger, I have to say. And then the knight. Of course, because it's the Knight of Coins, he's not on the horse. And he doesn't have his helmet on either. He's like, I'll get there when I get there. And the beautiful queen dressed in red, that's interesting. But like if they had changed it and made her like, I don't know, in a green outfit, it would almost overpower, like there would be too much. But she just does have like, I don't know, some sort of drape or stall that is green close by. It's really beautiful. These costumes are stunning. Damn, look at that king. My goodness. Even has a pillow for his feet slash shoes. Wow. Okay. Let's look at the swords. And just first impression right here, I love all the butterflies. Mm. The crossroads, having to make a decision, being at an impasse, not really knowing what to do. I kind of like, a lot of times the figure is holding the swords, but I kind of like that they're behind her. The water. Oh, you know what? I don't see the eclipse or the full moon. Usually this card has a full moon. Is it a full moon or an eclipse? Of course we have the heart with 3 swords. Oh, it's a real heart because you can see the veins. The sky is overcast, for obvious reasons. Oh, the card of rest. Look at her. She looks like Sleeping Beauty. Oh, the 5. 5 of Swords. You don't see any other figures here, just him. But you still see, just from his stance, like he's obviously super proud of himself. The 6 of Swords. Starting over, moving from one point to another point, but really like having to take all your stuff with you, you know? Just because we move doesn't mean that we don't take our issues with us. Our issues kind of move with us. It's important to really like process. Look at her face. I like this card. Her face is like, I dare you. Oh my goodness. Ooh, this is cool. The 8 of Swords. I mean, it's very RWS. I mean, almost clone-like, but still, it's beautiful and gorgeous and unique and different. Mm. The 9 of Swords. She's struggling. Yikes. Ooh. 10 of Swords. 2 in the back. But you know what? You see how the sun is rising there? There's going to be a new dawn. This period is over and you'll get to try again. This cycle is complete. It depends on how well you did during this cycle, whether or not you have to have a do-over or if you start fresh in a new situation or a new scenario. Okay, again, the page looking childlike. I like that. It helps to bring in that childlike energy. And the knight. Oh, why am I sad that he's not on the horse? Okay. Sword up and ready. Ooh, and the queen in blue. But you know what? Sometimes they show the queen and she doesn't seem open or approachable at all. So I like this queen. And the king. Skies have cleared up a bit here. Now we have the wands. I like the sunflowers there. Feels good. The two of wands. Just getting started with those plans, not really ready, but just kind of dreaming about all the things that you're going to do and how you're going to do them. And here we are, one step closer. You're almost to the point where you could just reach out and touch it. So good. Ooh, the celebration. And actually, I really like to see two women here. Every celebration doesn't have to be romantic. Oh, the five. Small rods here with these wands, but you get the gist of what's going on. Everybody's kind of pushing their own agenda. And the six. All right. I would have liked to see the knight this way. The Knight of Swords. This guy is triumphantly riding through. Look at me. Look at me. I'm a badass. I did it. Ooh. Seven of Wands. He is guarding and protecting. I don't know what's coming or when, but I'm ready. And the 8. Oh, this is interesting. The 9 of Wands. But he has, is that a falcon, the bird of hunt? That's interesting. That's very interesting because usually you see this in the 9 of Pentacles. Oh, and the 10. All the heavy lifting, all the heavy work, oftentimes by yourself. There's usually an easier way to do things. This always reminds me, work smarter, not harder. Oh, now that fun, youthful page energy. I like that. I like that they honored that. All right, at least the Knight of Wands, he's not on his horse, but his horse looks like he's energized and ready to go. Ooh, that Queen. Okay. Queen. Fire red hair, the cat, all the beautiful sunflowers. That's pretty cool. And our king. Oh, we do see some sort of lizard. Maybe not a salamander, but they're keeping the same imagery. Oh, and the cups. I really like this cup. I love to see the dove. Oh my goodness, the Two of Cups. Look at him sneaking a kiss. Aw. She's like, honey, please. You're going to have to do more than that. Ooh, this is pretty. Look at the Three of Cups. I love how curvy the bodies are. They're all still thin, but you could see the curves. The 4. I mean, I can work with this. Usually you have the figure kind of like leaning by the by the tree, by the water, but this gives off that same thing. Crossed arms, closed off, not really seeing. that fourth cup. Wow. Look at that 5. Look at his face or her face. I can't even tell. Oh, that's good. We have the 6, card of nostalgia. Okay, so 2 younger figures here. Obviously, one is slightly younger than the other, but still love it. Sharing in that moment, that memory. You could feel the overwhelm. I don't know what to do. I know. I know. Oh, and the 8 walking away. There's the full moon. Okay, at least they gave it to us there. Time to start over. Leave it behind. Oh, oh, look at the 9 of cups. Oh, she's beautiful. Oh, I love her hairdo. And the 10. Happy family. Wishes come true. I hope you know that this is like a moment in time, right? Everyone can do this for like a photo and then, a minute later be back to your usual selves. So try not to go too much by what you see like on social media and all the different things, because a picture really is a moment in time. I feel like the whole idea behind this card is to have awareness of those moments when they come to you, and they don't have to come in this form. It's about having mindfulness, it's about gratitude for all of the blessings, and recognizing those blessings when we see them. Oh, this is so cool. So okay, we have the page, younger figure here, and then the cup, and of course we still have the fish in the cup, and then the outline of 2 fish here. I love that. I like when they incorporate the fish, even though it's goofy. Aw, this looks good for the Knight of Cups. I imagine the horse doing some kind of, I don't know, horse dance, dressage, or whatever it is that they do. That is so beautiful. Ooh, this queen. This queen is gorgeous. She's in blue. You do see the water, the cup. Interesting. Oh, and the king. The king is in the thick of it. Oh, so good. It's so pretty. This cardstock shuffles so great. I have some decks now that, are reportedly linen, and I'm like, that is not linen. That's fake linen. But this is exactly what I remember linen to be. I think over time I've had 2 decks that were linen. I had the Future Ancestors and Darkness of Light, and I loved that cardstock. It was so good. It just shuffles so well. So I'm happy that this one is like that. If I was a riffle shuffler, then I would be able to riffle shuffle this. The size is so comfortable in my hands. You see that? Such a good shuffle. Do you see that? It's good. It's good. I don't know. I just can't handle riffle shuffling. Let's see. I've pulled it off like once or twice. Yeah, that was awful. But people are obsessed with doing it. I'm okay with not doing it, actually. I really like overhand shuffling. Okay, so obviously this is a make playing card deck. There is no guidebook. It does come with the extra cards that give you all the keywords. I mean, it's an RWS clone. Very straightforward. It should be super, super easy to read with. So let's see, maybe we can pull a card. What is a message that we can share? A message that we can share with the collective. What does the group need to hear? Okay, there it is right there. 7 of Cups. Whoa. 7 of Cups. Okay. So let me take a look. Let me flip to that page. All right, so let's see how we can incorporate this. So this card here is numerology. So we have the sevens. Sevens are about soul searching, understanding, and healing. Okay, so we have that message. And then let's see the 7 of Cups right over here. So this tells us 7 of Cups, many choices, wishful thinking, imagination. Okay. So, you know, I mean, we're all familiar with this energy. We've all been there before, right? No one is immune to this. It's okay to dream and make plans and do all the things, but we can't live in this state, always planning, but never actually doing, right? It's important to have awareness of where you are. So in this case, yes, I would say this figure is doing a little bit of soul searching. You know, maybe she needs to seek some understanding, or maybe she's been hurt in the past and now she's afraid to make a decision because what if she gets hurt again? Okay, that implies that maybe there's a little bit of healing that needs to take place. So when we have many choices like this, you know, what I'm going to say is it's very important to ground yourself always. Ground yourself and find a way to connect with your physical body and kind of get your head out of that space, your head and your heart, right? Because it can be overwhelming. It can be overwhelming when we don't know what to do and then we just kind of stay stuck in that space. This happens to all of us. This happens to me all the time. You know what? The biggest thing that I do all the time, and very rarely does this not work for me. When this happens, I say, you know what? I'm going to sleep on it. I'm going to sleep on it. I try not to act in the moment. I try not to be impulsive, right? Because as an Aries, that's something that's very easy to do, to kind of shoot from the hip and just go with it. So what I have learned to do, and this is maybe like a little bit of a coping mechanism, is to take my time. Take my time, take a moment, take a deep breath. And if I need to sleep on it, I sleep on it. Because you know what? Usually taking a step back and coming back to it later with a clear heart and a clear mind, you are able to see things from such a different perspective. So that's what I'm going to share for those of you that maybe are dealing with this kind of energy, unsure about what to do and when, and maybe feeling overwhelmed and like you need to make a choice, but you don't know what to do. You know what? Take a minute. Take a minute, get grounded, take a step back, distract yourself with something different, shake up the energy a little bit, and then come back to it. And you'll see a lot of times it's much easier to say, okay, this is what we're going to do. So, yeah, you guys, this is my distant past tarot very excited to share this beautiful deck with you. I have been looking at this deck for a very long time, and I finally took the plunge, ordered it on Make Playing Cards, waited a million years for it. So I myself learned. I learned to be patient. I learned to say, universe, I'm leaving it in your hands. Whenever the deck arrives, it arrives, and I'm going to be okay with that. And that's exactly what I did, and that's exactly how it worked. Tell me, what is the last deck that you have brought into your collection? I would love to know. Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye.